Have you ever noticed how the smallest, dumbest things can throw you off in a second? A slow driver, a pointless comment online, a coworker saying something without thinking. You know it's not a big deal, but somehow it still gets under your skin, and suddenly your whole day feels off. Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not really the person or the situation that angers you. What actually frustrates you is that you gave up control in that moment. That's why the Stoics called anger a quiet enemy. Not loud, not dramatic, but the kind that slowly eats away at your peace from within. Epictetus said it best. You cannot control events, only your response to them. If every little thing has the power to make you explode, you're not in control. You're just reacting. Let's change that. In this video, we'll break down 7 Stoic strategies to stop getting angry over nonsense. The tiny things that steal your energy, your focus, and your peace of mind. By the end, you'll know exactly how to stay calm, steady, and grounded, even when the world around you is losing its mind. 1. The Stoic Pause. The moment that can save you from yourself. Before any outburst, there's always a brief, almost invisible window, a small pause, where you still have complete control. Most people miss it. They react before they even realize what's happening. But the Stoics, they trained themselves to live inside that pause. They understood that every explosion begins with a spark, a dumb comment, a sharp tone, a careless gesture, something tiny but triggering. And the first impulse, react, fire back, demand respect. But here's the truth. The first reaction is almost always the wrong one. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." He wasn't talking about life and death tragedies. He was talking about these exact moments where something irritates you for 5 seconds but ruins your mood for 5 hours. The Stoic Pause is your antidote. When you feel irritation rising, your brain is flooded with impulses. Stoicism doesn't ask you to suppress them. It asks you to pause, just long enough that those impulses lose their grip. What does that look like in real life? You're in traffic. Someone cuts you off. Your chest tightens. Your jaw clenches. Your mind yells, "React! Honk! Shout! Show them!" But instead, you take one slow breath, just one. And in that breath, something shifts. You step out of the fog. You realize that reckless driver doesn't even know you exist. Their behavior isn't worth a single second of your peace. That's the power of the pause. Same thing at work. A colleague says something ridiculous in a meeting. Your instinct is to snap, correct them publicly, put them in their place. But the pause asks a quiet question. Is this worth it? And 90% of the time, the honest answer is no. The pause isn't weakness. It's not a loss. It's strength on a leash. It's choosing not to strike, even though you could. Epictetus taught that every strong emotion has a pre-emotion. That first wave is automatic, human. But everything after that, that's your freedom. Inside the pause, space opens up. Inside the space, clarity returns. And with clarity, you get your power back. The anger fades because it has nothing left to feed on. The Stoic Pause equals 3 simple steps. 1. Pause. Freeze for just 2 seconds. Let your body catch up. Let your mind breathe. 2. Breathe. 1 slow exhale. Tell your nervous system, there's no threat here. 3. Ask. Ask yourself, is this really important? Or is it just my ego wanting control? Almost always it's your ego, that part of you that wants the world to be perfect, polite, and predictable. But the world isn't, and people aren't either. The Stoics knew you can't control chaos, but you can refuse to let it live in your mind. And here's the beautiful part. The more you train this pause, the bigger that window becomes. Your reactions slow down, your breathing deepens, your dignity returns. You stop being a puppet of irritation. You become someone who chooses their reaction, like a calm warrior, conscious, deliberate, unshakable. Practice for today, just once. The next time something dumb gets under your skin, don't react. Pause, breathe, ask, choose. One small victory over anger is a giant step toward mastering yourself. 2. Reframe the insult. How to take the sting out of words. No words can offend you unless you decide they do. Most anger doesn't come from what people say. It comes from what we choose to believe about what they said. Someone drops a dumb comment. A friend says something careless. A stranger online posts a rude reply, and your mind instantly turns it into an attack. But the Stoics knew something most people still don't. An insult only becomes an insult when you agree to carry it. Epictetus said, "What troubles you is not the event itself, but your judgment of it." That one idea can neutralize half your anger. Because the truth is, most of the nonsense that offends you isn't even about you. People speak from their own inner world, from fear, stress, insecurity, ignorance, or habit. But you hear it as if it's a verdict about your worth. Picture this. Someone calls you incompetent. Factually, it's just sound coming from another person's mouth. Everything else is your interpretation. And that's where the ego kicks in. They don't respect me. They're judging me. I need to defend myself. But what if you asked a different question? What does this say about them? Rudeness reveals their manners. Jealousy reveals their insecurity. Attacks reveal their internal pain. That's the Stoic reframe. People expose themselves through their behavior. Their words are mirrors, but mirrors that reflect them, not you. Here's how it looks in real life. You share an idea. Someone dismisses it with a smirk. Your ego wants revenge. Your pride wants to fire back. But the Stoic pauses and reframes. This isn't about me, it's about their insecurity. This isn't an insult, it's emotional immaturity. This isn't a threat, it's someone expressing their pain badly. Reframing doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. It means not personalizing it. Because the moment you take it personally, you hand your peace over to someone who never deserved it in the first place. Online example. Someone comments, "You're an idiot. Your instinct. Get angry, argue, win." But the Stoic takes a breath and asks, what kind of person writes this? What's going on in their life? And the anger vanishes. Because now you see the truth. This is not a battle worth fighting. Stoics didn't fear insults because they understood what most people don't. Words only have the power you give them. If a child says something rude, you don't get offended. You recognize they don't know better. If an adult acts like a child, the rule stays the same. Stoic Reframing Protocol. Step 1, depersonalize it. Hear the words as noise, not a sentence about you. Step 2, identify the source. Ask, where is this coming from? Fear, frustration, ignorance, insecurity? Step 3, reassign the meaning. Instead of, they disrespected me, say, they revealed their character. And just like that, you take back control. You stop getting pulled into meaningless fights. You stop reacting to every trigger. You stop giving your peace to people who haven't earned your energy. Let alone your anger. Clarity kills offense. Reframing kills resentment. And perspective brings power back home. Practice for today. Think of 3 comments or phrases that recently got under your skin. Write them down. Then reframe each one by asking, what does this say about them, not me? Do this, and you'll feel the grip of irritation loosen its hold. You're not a slave to reactions. You're the one in charge now. 3, the control filter. Let go of what isn't yours. Few things trigger anger faster than trying to control what was never yours to begin with. Rudeness, impatience, traffic, delays, people being people. These small annoyances steal your peace not because they're powerful, but because you're trying to fix things that aren't in your control. The Stoics saw this as a core trap of suffering. As Epictetus put it, simply, some things are up to us and some things are not. And anger is born the moment you confuse the two. Here's how it usually goes. Someone says something stupid. You feel irritation rise, and your mind immediately kicks into fix-it mode. They need to understand. They're wrong. They should respect me. They should know better. But here's the truth. You can't control someone else's upbringing, emotional maturity, or worldview. You can't force another person to be calm, thoughtful, or self-aware. You can control only one thing, whether you let their behavior take over your mind. The Stoic tool. The control filter. This is the mental gate Stoics use to protect their peace. It divides everything into two columns. Column A, what's in your control, your reaction, your interpretation, your tone, your decisions, your effort, your standards. Column B, what's outside your control, other people's moods, their opinions, their behavior, their mistakes, their tone, their emotional baggage. Now think about the last time you were angry. Chances are that situation lives in column B. Example, you're in a meeting. A coworker interrupts and says something ridiculous. Your reflex is to snap, correct, raise your voice, prove your point. But the control filter stops you. Is this under my control? Answer, no. You can't change their behavior, but you can choose yours. And in that moment, anger loses its grip. Another example, you're feeling good. Morning coffee, clear head, productive energy. Then, a comment online. You have no idea what you're talking about. First instinct, clap back, prove them wrong, but the control filter kicks in. This isn't mine, this is noise. And with that comes freedom. You are not obligated to respond to every opinion, carry other people's projections, rescue the world from its own immaturity. The filter shifts you from, why are they like this? To, what do I choose to do right now? Peace doesn't mean zero triggers. It means choosing not to let triggers run the show. How to use the control filter, real time. Step 1, catch the trigger. Feel irritation? That's your cue. Step 2, ask the question, is this in my control? Step 3, sort it. If yes, take calm, clear action. If no, drop it instantly. Step 4, redirect your focus. Back to yourself, your tone, your breath, your next deliberate step. Anger can't survive where clarity of responsibility lives. You are not responsible for teaching people how to behave, correcting every mistake, explaining basic respect, carrying someone else's emotions into your day. You are responsible for one thing, protecting your inner world. Practice exercise. Take a blank sheet of paper. Draw 2 columns, left, mine, right, not mine. Now list every situation this past week that pulled you out of balance. Look closely. You'll see the truth. Most of what angered you wasn't yours to carry. You were trying to control the uncontrollable. Remember, their ignorance, not your problem. Their reaction, not your job. Their opinion, not your truth. And the more often you run your experience through this filter, the fewer things can shake you. That's where real strength lives. 4, know the size of the problem. A minor inconvenience is not a reason to ruin your entire day. One of the fastest ways to stop getting angry over nonsense is almost laughably simple. Stop giving small things the power to control your emotional state. Most people don't get upset because life is actually hard. They get upset because they treat every minor irritation like it's a full-blown crisis. Spilled coffee, slow replies, someone chewing loudly, a rude comment, a wrong order. None of this destroys your life, but your mind reacts like it does. The Stoics knew this trap well. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it's endurable, endure it. If it's not, stop complaining." In other words, if it's a small problem, treat it like a small problem. If it's big, fix it, but don't waste time stuck in pointless irritation. Modern minds do the opposite. We magnify, we dramatize, we inflate crumbs into crises. We spend hours being angry about things that aren't even worth a minute. The Stoic solution, measure the size of the problem before reacting. Example, you're at a cafe. The barista messes up your order. First reaction, I paid for this, fix it. But if you pause and ask yourself, is this a 10 out of 10 crisis or a 2 out of 10 inconvenience? Almost always, it's a 2, maybe a 3. But if you respond to a level 2 problem with level 10 emotion, You waste your energy, your mood, your clarity, and your dignity on nonsense. Think about a time you got upset over something small. Was it still important 5 hours later? What about 5 days later? Do you even remember it now? Anger inflates, perspective shrinks. That's why Stoics mentally zoomed out and asked, will this matter tomorrow, next month, next year? If not, why give it space in your head today? Real life example, you're driving, someone cuts you off, adrenaline spikes, heart races, but the Stoic lens steps in. Is this an actual threat or just 10 seconds of discomfort I'll forget? The answer is obvious, it's background noise. A moment, not worth sacrificing your peace. Here's a truth most people never embrace. Not every problem deserves your emotional response. Not every annoyance deserves your attention. Not every dumb comment deserves your energy. The more power you give to small things, the smaller your life becomes. You become the kind of person whose world falls apart every time something isn't perfect. And no one, ever, lives in a perfect world. Practical method, step 1. Rate it from 1 to 10. Be brutally honest. Most big problems are actually a 2 or 3. Step 2, match your reaction to the size. Problem is a 2, react like it's a 2. Short, calm, no inner drama. Step 3, ask yourself, does this even deserve a reaction at all? Often, no. And silence is the highest form of strength. Step 4, shift your focus. Redirect your attention to what matters. Your goals, your priorities, your energy. Not the background noise trying to pull you off course. The more you stop reacting to every little thing, the more you become someone who owns their emotional state. Calm, grounded, steady. Anger becomes rare. Balance becomes your default. And small problems return to their rightful category. Small. Practice exercise. For the next 7 days, keep a frustration log. Each time something annoys you, write it down. Rate it from 1 to 10. At the end of the week, review the list. You'll see the truth. Most of what triggered your anger wasn't even worth your attention. And then you'll realize it's not that the world got calmer. You just got stronger. 5. Emotional minimalism. Protect your peace like a treasure. There's one simple truth most people ignore. Your inner peace is valuable. And every time you get irritated by something trivial, you devalue it. Emotional minimalism is a Stoic practice of treating your energy with care, not letting small things barge into your mental space. Just like a minimalist removes clutter from their home, the Stoic removes unnecessary emotions from their mind, because nothing is more foolish than trading your calm for someone else's nonsense. Think about one ordinary day. How many micro provocations try to grab you? A jab from a colleague, a comment from a relative, a tone, a gesture, a random social media post, a pointless argument you never asked for. Most people surrender immediately. The Stoic, they guard their peace like a fortress. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning, today I will meet people who are irritable, selfish, rude, and still, I will not let them into my mind. He understood. Inner silence is not a gift from the world. It's the result of discipline. Emotional minimalism is not coldness. It's maturity. It means reacting to almost nothing, refusing to engage in every small thing, walking away without drama, staying focused on what matters, picking only the battles that match your level. You wake up every morning with a limited supply of energy, and if you spend it on gossip, resentment, pointless debates, other people's emotional storms, there's nothing left for what really matters. In practice, it looks like this. Someone tries to provoke you, you say nothing, not out of fear, out of dignity. Someone's in a bad mood, you don't carry it. It's theirs, not yours. Someone wants to argue, you choose calm, not victory. You don't fight every battle because not every battle deserves you. People notice. You don't waver. You don't take the bait. You're steady. That's real power. Example, a colleague makes a snide remark. You could clap back, but instead, you breathe. You say, it's not worth my peace, and that's it. You already won. 24-hour practice. The next time someone tries to drag you into frustration, pick one of 3 responses. Not worth it. All right. Silence. Watch how fast conflict dies when you refuse to give it your energy. Emotional minimalism doesn't mean you feel less. It means you feel smarter. You protect your peace. You master your reactions. You stop giving your nervous system to nonsense. And with that, you reclaim your calm as something sacred. 6. Raise your standard. A strong mind doesn't break over small things. There's one powerful pattern you'll notice in life. The higher your purpose, the lower your reactivity. The smaller your purpose, the more every little thing throws you off balance. This is one of the core ideas in Stoicism. People who explode over trivial things, they're not bad people. They're unanchored people. People without direction, without the mental foundation that puts small annoyances in their proper place. When your mind has no mission, every minor inconvenience feels like a threat. But when your mind is guided by purpose, distractions become background noise, not disasters. Look at people who live with deep purpose. Entrepreneurs, athletes, parents, soldiers, leaders. People with real responsibility. They simply don't have the bandwidth to get angry over nonsense. Why? Because their internal standard is higher than the external noise around them. They don't stoop to every irritation. They're aligned to something bigger. Marcus Aurelius didn't argue with rude people. Epictetus didn't waste energy on ignorance. Seneca didn't cling to petty offense. They had more important things to do. Your empire isn't a throne. It's your focus, your discipline, your growth, your boundaries, your values, your path. And if those aren't clear and defined, any random person can hijack your peace. So here's the Stoic rule. Raise your standard, and foolishness won't reach you. Let's break it down. When your standards are low, you expect the world to be polite, fair, and emotionally mature. But the world is chaotic. People act from pain, fear, ego, ignorance. If your peace depends on their behavior, your peace will always be in danger. But if your standard is, I hold my dignity regardless of how others act, you become unshakable. Their waves don't move you. How to build a stronger inner standard. 1. Define your mission. What are you building? Who do you want to become? A directionless mind reacts to everything. 2. Set personal rules. Examples. I don't spend energy on nonsense. I speak only when it builds something. I stay calm even when I could win the argument. 3. Filter what gets in. Your attention shapes your reactivity. Protect your mental space. 4. Judge yourself by your standards, not by their behavior. Their rudeness isn't an excuse for your reaction. Their chaos isn't your invitation to lose balance. You are not their reflection. You are your own anchor. Deep truth, the higher you rise, the quieter the noise becomes. Not because the world gets smarter, but because you stop lowering yourself to meet every irritation. When your goal is big, small things shrink. When your direction is clear, distractions lose their power. When your standards are high, peace becomes non-negotiable. Practice. Write down 5 values or priorities that define your best self. Then ask, would the highest version of me react to this? Let that answer guide you. Let standards, not emotions, decide when you act and when you walk away. A strong mind doesn't break over small things. It rises above them. 7. Let go of the outcome. Not every interaction deserves to become a battle. Why do we get angry over nonsense? Often, it's not because of what happened. It's because deep down, we expected something that was never promised. We wanted the conversation to go smoothly. We wanted to be understood. We expected people to be logical, fair, respectful, mature. And even when dealing with someone obviously irrational or careless, we still secretly hoped they'd act normal. But when they didn't, anger appeared, not because they did something terrible, but because our expectation wasn't met. The Stoics had a simple, sharp solution. Do your part. Let go of the outcome. Control your input, not the result. You can't force someone to understand you. You can't guarantee respect. You can't demand logic from someone ruled by emotions. You control one thing only, your own behavior. Everything else, out of your hands. And the moment you truly accept that, anger loses its power. Example, you explain yourself clearly, calmly, logically, and in return, a petty remark, a complaint, or just silence. Your first impulse, keep pushing, explain again, demand to be heard. But the Stoic mind pauses and says, I've done my part. Their reaction is not mine to own. That's not indifference, it's awareness. The clarity to see where your responsibility ends and where their choices begin. Most day-to-day anger arises when we try to control what was never ours to control. Think about it. The last time you got mad at someone, was it really because of what they did? Or because they didn't give you the response you wanted? You wanted them to understand, to change, to apologize, to act right, to be better. They didn't, and you got angry. But the cause wasn't them, it was your unmet expectation. A powerful truth. You can't force maturity into someone who isn't ready to grow. You can't plant respect in someone who lacks self-respect. You can't extract clarity from someone living in confusion. So why let these people steal your peace? The Stoics mastered the art of walking away, not from pride, not from resentment, but from wisdom. Not every scene needs you in it. Not every conversation needs closure. Not every fight deserves continuation. Epictetus said, "We suffer not from events, but from our desire that they go our way." Peace begins the moment you realign your desires with reality. And the reality is simple. People will misunderstand you. They'll project, react poorly, take things personally, argue, defend, twist words. That's their chaos. Your power is in not joining it. Stoic technique, detachment in real time. Step 1, identify the boundary. What's in your control? Speaking calmly, setting boundaries, acting from your values, forcing them to understand, making them be logical. Step 2, do your part. Once, clearly, without drama. You're not here to repeat or convince. Step 3, let go. They get it. Great. They don't? Move on. That's not your job. Step 4, walk away if needed. Not from weakness, but from strength. Sometimes the wisest response is none. When you detach, a quiet power emerges. You stop explaining yourself to chaos. You stop seeking agreement. You stop reacting to emotional messes that aren't yours. You choose peace over control, direction over drama, clear energy over wasted effort. Real life example, someone sends you a passive-aggressive message. Old you reacts, argues, over-explains. New you reads, breathes, responds briefly, or not at all. Because you've realized their emotional storm is not your responsibility. That's detachment. That's self-respect. Practice this week when someone does or says something ridiculous. Pause and ask, am I angry because of what they did or because they didn't give me the outcome I wanted? If it's the second, release it. Do your part, let go, move forward. The less you cling to outcomes, the less the world can shake you. And in that space, you'll find real freedom. 8. The Stoic Protocol. 30 seconds to kill anger. When something stupid tries to provoke you, you don't need a long speech, a therapy session, or a deep philosophical debate. You need a protocol, a short, clear sequence that pulls you out of emotional fire before it burns your entire day. This is the Stoic 30-second protocol. Use it the very second you feel irritation creeping in. Step by step, the 30-second Stoic reset one. Pause, 3 seconds. Freeze. Say nothing. Don't move. Interrupt the emotional impulse before it turns into action. 2. Breathe, 5 seconds. And slow exhale through your nose. This sends a signal to your brain. There is no threat. It instantly slows the momentum of anger. 3. Name the emotion, 5 seconds. Say to yourself, I'm irritated. I feel disrespected. I'm triggered. Naming the emotion weakens its grip. The brain switches from reacting to observing. 4. Shrink the problem. 7 seconds. Ask, Is this really a level 2 problem pretending to be a level 10? 9 times out of 10. It is. Perspective kills drama instantly. 5. Choose your standard. 5 seconds. Ask, what would the strongest version of me do right now? Not the reactive one, not the emotional one, the disciplined one. 6. Respond or walk away. 5 seconds if it's worth it. Reply calmly and briefly. If not, exit with grace. Walking away isn't weakness. Walking away is mastery. In just 30 seconds, you shift from reactivity to awareness, emotion to clarity, trigger to composure. Use this protocol every time some nonsense tries to hijack your mood. Do it enough times and irritation won't control you anymore. You'll control the moment, reclaim your peace. By now, you've learned key Stoic tools, how to turn anger into clarity, and how to make irritation fade into background noise. Remember, most things trying to provoke you aren't worth your energy, your attention, or your dignity. You weren't put here to react to everything. You were put here to choose your internal state, intentionally, calmly, powerfully. So when someone says something dumb, when life throws you little annoyances, when chaos calls your name, pause, breathe, standard, protocol. Protect your peace like it's precious currency, because it is. If this resonated, share it with someone who needs it. And remember your Stoic affirmation today, I choose peace over anger. Apply it. Every time the world tries to steal your peace, every time stupidity demands your energy, every time you're on the edge of snapping, pause, breathe, standards, protocol. You've just received a powerful tool, but this isn't just a technique. It's a new way of thinking. Anger no longer controls you. Now you decide what's worthy of your reaction. Remember this, most triggers are just noise. Noise doesn't deserve your energy, and peace is worth everything. You are not here to react to every little thing. You're here to master your inner state, moment by moment, choice by choice. That's the Stoic path. If this spoke to you, green circle with a check mark. Drop a comment. Which step hit hardest for you? Share it with someone drowning in emotions. And remember, I choose peace over anger. This isn't just an affirmation. It's a decision, made at the right moment, a choice to be free.